Former CNN anchor and independent journalist Don Lemon was taken into federal custody last night here in Los Angeles, where he had been attending the pre-Grammy Black Music Collective event. Just hours before, authorities arrested him for an involvement in coverage in a protest in St. Paul, Minnesota earlier this month. Now, federal agents took Don Lemon in connection with an incident that unfolded on January 18th at City's Church in St. Paul, Minnesota, where demonstrators protesting immigration enforcement disrupted a church service. Lemon, age 59, attended the scene, live streaming and interviewing participants as events developed, insisting throughout that he was there in his role as a journalist documenting the protest, not as an activist. A federal magistrate judge previously actually refused to authorize criminal charges, saying prosecutors had not shown probable cause for wrongdoing. Lemon and his attorney argued that his reporting was protected by the First Amendment. But despite that judicial rebuff, federal authorities moved forward with an arrest, securing an indictment. Lemon's lawyer calls the move an unprecedented attack on the First Amendment and says Lemon will fight the charges vigorously. Now, advocacy groups and press freedom organizations are sounding the alarm. Critics say the arrest sends a chilling message to journalists everywhere that reporting on contentious or politically charged events could put reporters themselves at legal risk. Major media outlets, civil rights advocates, and lawmakers have condemned the action, describing it as a threat to the constitutional protections that allow journalists to shine a light on conflicts, protests, and government actions without fear of retribution. Federal prosecutors, however, say they are enforcing laws meant to protect the rights of worshipers and maintain public order during protests, a point of contention that underscores how fraught this situation has become. Now, as a journalist myself, we often put ourselves in challenging situations to bring clarity to complex events, from protests to political demonstrations to moments of civic unrest. The core of our work is to document and inform even when the events we cover make others uncomfortable. But what we're seeing currently raises a deeper concern. When does reporting become risky to the reporter? And does the government have the authority to treat coverage itself as a possible crime? That's not just a question for Don Lemon's defense, it's a question facing all of us in newsrooms across the country. The First Amendment exists to protect the press, not just in comfortable settings, but in the chaotic, difficult, and confrontational spaces where truth often emerges. Lemon's arrest, security, and public safety concerns aside, challenges that very foundation. For journalists and for the public that relies on us to bear witness, these events are a stark reminder that freedom of the press must be actively defended, not assumed. And here at MEA Worldwide, we will not stop delivering the highest standard of journalism, whether it's entertainment, political coverage, or breaking news. We report fast, factual, and relentlessly clear, publishing developing stories alongside smart, fan-centered entertainment coverage. Our reporters, editors, and producers work across time zones to bring you verified facts, meaningful context, and stories that respect our audience's time and intelligence. Our promise is simple: facts first, transparency always, and storytelling that serves the public.